Dr. Edward Cregan of the Mayo Clinic describes an incident in which he admitted a patient, a cancer patient, who was not expected to survive during the night. But in fact, that patient did survive, and he shared with his physicians that the single motivating factor behind his recovery was that he wanted to get home to see Max. Max was his German Shepherd. Today I'm going to talk to you about the human-animal bond and the emotional and physical benefits that come from sharing your life with a pet. If you've ever owned a pet, you likely already understand the strong feelings associated. And if you've not had a pet previously, maybe you'll consider visiting your local shelter after hearing this. My experience on the topic comes from the GPC library using scholarly journals and also from my pet dog, Berkeley. Berkeley is a mixed breed Australian Shepherd. She's just a mat, but we love her dearly. She's important to every member of my family. So, as I stated earlier, I want to make you aware of the human-animal bond and the mental and physical benefits of pet ownership. First of all, I'd like to talk a bit about the human-animal bond. Domesticated animals have been a key part in human existence for thousands of years. Native Americans are suspected to have owned animals as far back as 30,000 years ago. Lately, there's a renewed interest in the human-animal bond, likely due to the Green Revolution and the desire to get back and to reestablish our links with nature. In 2010, the American Pet Products Manufacturers Association did a survey and discovered that 62% of American households have a pet. There's a strong correlation between pet ownership with a general sense of well-being. Most pet owners consider their pet to be a member of the family. The attachment between the human and the animal is considered to be one of unconditional love and less complicated than human relationships. In one survey of 500 patients in nursing home and residential facilities, the thing that was described as being missed the most was the ability to own a pet. Pet animals provide a strong sense of companionship. Now I would like to also discuss the positive effects that pets can have on your mental health. Owning and caring for pets provides psychological and mental benefits. Therapy animals are being used widely to relieve emotional trauma brought about by stress. One such incident would be the Columbine shootings in Colorado that happened a few years back. Therapists brought dogs into the classrooms when they were trying to talk to the children after the event, after the shooting, because they felt like the dogs opened up the door of communication. Car accident victims are often being rehabilitated with pets. Sometimes that patient will reach out and try to touch a pet, a dog or a cat, and pet it when maybe he's made no effort to move his arms prior to that. In 1962, Boris Levinson introduced the idea of having the pet as the co-therapist when he noted that children responded well to his dog, Jingles, and that they became involved in pet therapy, in their therapy. Therapy animals are used to elicit responses from comatose patients, to improve and build relationships with children, and for recreational activities. Most pet owners believe that their pets are sensitive to the moods of the other family memberships. Pets can provide a sense of companionship. They can alleviate depression and elevate the mood. They teach children responsibility, and they're used for recreation and entertainment. But most of all, they give an outlet for the expression of feelings and an unconditional love received also in return. Now that I've talked about the human-animal bond and the emotional benefits that come about from pet ownership, I'd like to touch briefly on some of the physical benefits. Many healthcare professionals feel that pet ownership can play a role in the well-being of humans. In 1860, Florence Nightingale first noted that a small pet animal is an excellent companion for the sick. Walking the dog or playing with our pets increases exercise, and handling and caring for pets promotes a surge of hormones within the brain that provides a sense of tranquility and peace. These endorphins are called the feel-good hormones. They help decrease cortisol levels, which decreases stress and can help with the blood pressure. It can help with the cardiovascular and immune systems and can help lower cholesterol. So to sum it all up, I hope that you have learned something about the power of the human-animal bond and the positive effects that come about, the mental and physical effects that come about with pet ownership. On a final note, I'd like to leave you with this quote, once again from Dr. Cregan of the Mayo Clinic. When a patient tells us that they went to a shelter to rescue that dog or a cat, in effect, that dog or cat really rescues us. Thank you.